If you are planning to start a faceless channel in 2025, it has to be in one of these 9 niches. Because I spent the whole of December analyzing thousands of viral faceless videos to figure out which niches and topics are the easiest to set up and run. Because let's face it, there are so many channel ideas out there that have the potential to go massively viral, make you a ton of money, but most of them are out of scope for beginners because they require high level of research, scripting, shooting, editing, all of that. But the 9 ideas that I'm about to share with you today, you can start these even if you've never made a video before in your life. And the best part is that you can automate most of your work for them using AI. Don't worry, I'm going to show you proof for all of it. We're going to start with niches with the lowest earning potential and make our way up to the ones with the highest earning potential. And I'm going to rate each niche on a scale of 1 to 10 based on their ease of creation and their money making potential. Starting off with number 9, book summary channels. Now, people want to learn, they want to grow, but not everybody has the time to read books. This is where book summary channels come into the picture because they break down key ideas from popular books into easily digestible information. Now, these channels typically work best with non-fiction books, for example, self-help books, finance books, any other educational topic. And despite the rise in audiobooks, these channels are doing very, very well because most people are visual learners and we understand information, we digest information a lot better when it's presented in the form of a highly engaging video. Escaping Ordinary is a great example of this. They have over 1 million subscribers from just 15 videos. They pulled in over 13 million views last year and made close to $28,000. This puts their RPM somewhere in the $2.12 range. But since these videos are very scalable, you never run out of ideas and you can actually make them very easily. That makes it a very, very lucrative niche to target in 2025. You can get your book summaries generated on ChatGPT, turn that into a script and turn that script into a highly engaging video using a tool like InVideo AI very, very quickly. Now, coming to the rating, I am going to give it a 7.5 on 10 for its ease of execution and a 3 on 10 for its revenue making potential. Coming to niche number 8, anime self-help videos. This is a unique spin on self-help content. Instead of using generic stock footage or cinematic stock footage, creators are using anime clips to make their videos more engaging. Now, the topics covered are general self-help topics like discipline, confidence, personality growth, all of that. But the videos have a spin because they use anime clips instead of any other type of footage. This is what it looks like.
We all have goals, dreams, and ambitions that ignite our passion and fuel our drive. But let me be clear, those aspirations mean nothing without one essential trait: relentless determination to keep moving forward.
Now, based on the countless hours of research I have done on this niche is very likely to explode in 2025, so keep an eye out. A great example of this is Incognito CEO. They gained 200,000 subscribers from just 15 videos. They average about 5 million views a year and they made close to $12,000 last year, which again puts their RPM in the $2.4 range. Another great example is Fame Inspector. They hit 107,000 subscribers with just 12 videos, putting their RPM close to $3.9. Again, these videos are super easy to create. You can take any self-help topic, use ChatGPT to generate a summary or a script, and then turn that script into a full-fledged video in your own voice using a tool like InVideo AI. Now, coming to the rating, I'm going to give it an 8 on 10 for its ease of creation and a 3 on 10 for its revenue making potential. Moving on to niche number 7, ancient philosophy. Now, this niche is another creative spin on the self-improvement category. Here, you explain timeless philosophies from history's greatest thinkers and show viewers how they can be used to solve modern day problems. Philosophies for Life is a great example of a channel in this niche. They gained over 5 million views in the last year and made a revenue of close to $4.8 thousand. That puts their RPM in the $0.4 to $0.9 range. Now, the low RPM of this creator is very likely due to the fact that the channel is based out of India and creators often attract viewers from their own region. So most of his viewers are also likely from India. Now, since India typically has lower RPM rates, their earnings took a hit. However, if your channel manages to attract a US based or a European, UK, Canada, these kind of audiences, you are likely to earn a lot more per 1,000 views. And if you're curious about how much YouTube pays per 1,000 views, we already made a video on this, so go check it out here. Coming back to this niche, to give you an example of a creator in another country where RPMs are higher, we have Stoic Journal. This channel is focused solely on Stoic philosophies, and he gained over 9 million views last year and earned close to $65,000 from that. And that puts his RPM in the $7.2 range. And what's even more impressive is that this channel was just launched in January of 2024. So he managed to achieve all of this in just 1 year. This niche is again perfect for beginners because you can easily find all of these philosophies with just simple Google searches or by asking ChatGPT, and then you can turn those into scripts for viewers and turn those scripts into videos for your viewers using a tool like InVideo AI. Coming to the ratings, I am going to give it a 9 on 10 for its ease of execution because very easy to set up, and a 6 on 10 for its revenue making potential because the region that you're based out of does have some sort of impact on how much money you end up making in this space. Moving on to niche number 6, which is faceless story or moral story channels. Now this again is very closely tied to the self-help space. This niche is all about sharing life lessons or moral stories with graphics in the background of the video instead of animation. Dream Sparks is a great example of a channel in this space. They grew to over 127,000 subscribers in just 1 year and earned close to $27,000 from 3.5 million views. That puts their RPM close to $7.2 on average. Wise Vibes is another example of this. They gained over 92,000 subscribers with just 39 videos, and they earned close to $4,700 from 636,000 views. Again, these videos are super easy to make. You can easily find great stories online in children's books, and then you can use ChatGPT to turn them into scripts, and of course then use an AI tool to turn those scripts into videos. A major trend that we've noticed in this space is that regional language channels are actually growing at a much faster rate. They will have a lower RPM though, but they are likely to go viral very quickly. So if you speak languages other than English, this might be a great channel to invest your time and energy into. Bodhi Think Spy and Sky Story are both examples of this. They are channels in this space but in the Hindi language, which appeals to a native Indian audience, and they have grown exponentially well in the past year. Now coming to the rating, I'm going to give it a 9 on 10 for its ease of video creation and a 7 on 10 for its money making potential. Moving on to niche number 5, which is movies and TV shows. If you are a cinephile, this is the perfect niche for you because it gives you a lot of scope to get creative. You can do multiple different formats and it's fairly easy to set up. Now you can tackle this niche from 3 different angles. The first, of course, is movie or TV show reviews. This involves watching the latest films, reviewing them for your audiences. The only caveat here is that you have to be very timely with your uploads because people tend to want to watch reviews when a movie or a TV show is released, right? So you have to quickly watch it, you have to quickly do your review or set up your review and then publish your video, and that requires a little bit of timeliness, and that can be a little bit of a learning curve or a friction when it comes to generating regular uploads or regular content. But if that's something that you love, then this is a great way to start your own movie or TV show channel. A great example of this is Possum Reviews. In the past year, they've earned close to $26,000 from 3.6 million views, putting their RPM about $7.2. Another type of channel that you can start in this niche is funny movie summaries. Now, this is slightly different from movie or TV show reviews because it does not require you to be as timely, but it's a very fun spin on people's favorite movies and TV shows, and that makes it very engaging. A perfect example of this is Alex Myers. I absolutely love his channel and I watch it very regularly. His witty movie breakdowns have earned him close to $1 million from 130 million views in the last year. That is insane money, and that puts his RPM close to $7.3 on average. Very profitable, but it does require you to have a sense of humor. So if that is your cup of tea, this might be a great idea to start with. And the final type of channel that you can start in this niche is in-depth movie analysis or in-depth TV show analysis, and there is a huge market for this. I know I'm subscribed to at least 5 channels that do this because, well, it's very entertaining to watch. So analysis channels, of course, break down complex storylines, complex characters. They do a deep dive into the world of the movie or the TV show as opposed opposed to just reviewing it from the top. Think Story is a great example of a channel in this space. They got over 31 million views last year and earned close to $225,000. That puts their RPM in the $7.2 per thousand views range. As you can see, all three formats offer great revenue opportunities. They have a potential to go viral. It's all about what excites you the most. Coming to the ratings, I'm going to give it a 7.5 on 10 for ease of execution and a 7.5 on 10 for its revenue making potential. Moving on to niche number 4, which is pet specific channels. If you love animals and you love to make money, then this is the perfect niche for you. The concept is straightforward. Choose a pet: cat, dog, mouse, parrots, whatever floats your boat. And then you have to create engaging videos that either share fun facts or useful tips for pet owners. And trust me when I tell you that pet owners love this content. They gobble it up. I'm subscribed to at least 5 such channels and I own 2 cats and I never miss an upload because I always want to learn more about my cats. And the best part about these channels is that most of them are just pet B-rolls, in my case cat B-rolls, with voiceovers that tell you the tips or fun facts. Now, this niche is perfect for beginners because you don't even need to own a pet in the first place. You just need to somewhat have a connection with animals because that makes it a lot easier for you to create this content. Most creators in this space use stock footage and they use tools like ChatGPT or other AI tools to basically create their scripts or their facts around pets, and then use a tool like InVideo AI to turn those into engaging videos. A great example of this is the Purring Journal. It's a Faceless channel which is dedicated to cats. They racked up 5 million views last year and made close to $36,000 from that. And that puts their RPM close to $7.2. Now coming to the rating, I'm going to give it an 8.5 on 10 for its ease of creation and an 8 on 10 for its revenue making potential. Coming to niche number 3, which is AI news channels. AI is exploding right now. Every week there's a new update, a new news story, a new controversy, and people want to stay updated about the AI world, but they don't necessarily have the time to spend hours reading news articles or watching every single video. That is where you come in. Think of yourself as an AI news anchor, delivering all of the latest information in an engaging, easily digestible manner. Channels like AI Revolution and the AI Grid are absolutely crushing it in this space. AI Revolution pulled in 18.8 million views last year and made close to $138,000. This makes their RPM on average close to $7.3 per thousand views. The AI Grid performed even better. They racked up 29.6 million views and generated close to $218,000 in revenue. That is some serious cash, and the demand for AI related content is only growing. So this is going to be a very, very lucrative space to target in 2025. Coming to the ratings, I'm going to give it a 7 on 10 for ease of execution because you do need to stay up to date with AI news, and that will mean going through research material yourself so that it's easy for your audience to understand. But I'm also going to give it an 8.5 out of 10 for revenue making potential because, as you can see, the revenue making potential is great. Moving on to niche number 2, which is study with me channels. But what exactly are study with me channels? These are channels that use time lapses or clips of a person studying or working along with ambient focused music, and these act as study buddies or study partners for other people who are doing the same thing, and they can just start a video like this, work alongside it, or study alongside it, and it improves their focus. Now, you might think that these channels don't make a lot of money, but you would be wrong. The truth is that these channels build highly engaged audiences and they have a very, very consistent good revenue. Take Sean Study as an example. This channel was launched in 2020. They pulled in 14 million views last year and made over $100,000 from that. This puts their RPM close to $7.3 per thousand views, which is pretty solid given that the amount of effort in making these videos is almost non-existent. And the best part is that these videos get great engagement. Just look at these comments. Now, if you're a student or if you're somebody who works on their laptop a lot, this is the perfect channel for you to start. All you need to do is set up a camera in a location. You can also use just your phone and record yourself while you are working. You don't need to show your face, just your desk setup. You can make it more aesthetic by adding a few candles, removing clutter, all of that, and just record yourself while you are studying or working. And then you simply put that video up with background music, which you can choose from the YouTube audio library. No editing needed, no scripting needed, no other sort of fancy equipment needed, just your phone and a laptop to put up the video. Here is an example of what that can look like. This video got over 420,000 views. Imagine. And if you want to switch things up for your channel and make even more money, you can just switch your work and study locations and film that instead of just your desk, and that adds variety. Now coming to the ratings, I'm going to give it a 10 on 10 for ease of video creation. Obviously there's very little that you need to do, and an 8.5 on 10 for its money making potential. And finally, coming to niche number 1, which is scary or horror videos. Now this is a niche that we have covered in almost every single one of our videos, and there is good reason for that. Horror videos are ridiculously easy to create and the revenue potential is just insane. Chilling Scares is a great example of this. With 1.8 million subscribers, they got 151 million views in the past year and earned close to $1.1 million. That puts their RPM close to $7.2 per thousand views. That right there, my friends, is millionaire potential. And it's not just one channel that is being able to do this. Almost every channel that you start in this category reaches this sort of potential. Mr. Nightmare is one of the biggest channels in this space. He also gained over 150 million views last year and earned over $1.1 million. Even channels that have been launched recently are doing extremely well. Mr. Night Scares is a great example of this. He gained over 2.4 million views in a single year and earned close to $17,000 from that. Nighttime Spooks is another example. This channel was launched in 2020. He gained 11 million views in the last year and made over $20,000. And no worry, you don't have to be Christopher Nolan to be able to make videos in this space. You only need 3 simple ingredients. 1. True horror stories, or horror stories that are very close to true. Every successful channel in this space focuses on the potential of true horror stories which are real, which has happened to real people, because that makes it more authentic. Second, you need first-person narration so that it feels more authentic. It feels like something like this is actually happening to real people, and that makes it a lot more engaging again. And 3, eerie visuals and sound design. Now this is something that you don't need to have massive editing chops for. You can use a tool like InVideo AI. Just put in your story or your script into it and it will turn that into a full-fledged video in minutes. So coming to the ratings, I am going to give it an 8 on 10 for its ease of creation and a 9 on 10 for its money-making potential. Guys, now is the time. If you have been waiting to start a Faceless channel, it does not get easier than this. I have already shared all of the best niches with you guys, and I've also spent over 500 hours analyzing Faceless channels to crack the algorithm for 2025. Trust me when I tell you that YouTube is on easy mode right now. And I discuss everything you need to know about creating a successful channel in 2025 in this video right here. I highly recommend that you go check it out next. And let us know in the comments which niche appeals to you the most. And I'm going to see you guys very, very soon with another one. Bye-bye.